Part of this championship game between the Platoon and the Denver Royals. It's the NABA Memorial Day weekend tournament, and we'll be back with the first pitch and all the play-by-play. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builder.
And then come back to this.
Sloan Sulia with a 3-run walk-off home run, and the Royals win. Swing and a miss, and De Leon has struck out the side again. A tremendous backhanded play by Redinger, and that'll retire the side. And in 2019, the Denver Royals are champions in Vegas. Welcome to the 2019 NABA Memorial Day Weekend Tournament as the Denver Royals are on the air. Sloan Sulia with a 3-run walk-off home run, and the Royals win. Swing and a miss, and De Leon has struck out the side again. A tremendous backhanded play by Redinger, and that'll retire the side. And in 2019, the Denver Royals are champions in Vegas. Welcome to the 2019 NABA Memorial Day Weekend Tournament as the Denver Royals are on the air. And a pleasant good afternoon to everybody. Welcome to the College of Southern Nevada for the 2019 NABA Memorial Day Weekend Tournament. It's Championship Day, winner take all, as the Denver Royals are on the air, and they'll be taking on a team that they ended an 8-8 tie in Game 1 of round-robin play, a team out of California, the Platoon. I'm Jeff Lowry alongside Mike Caratanudo. A beautiful day, 65 degrees, sunsplash afternoon here in the Las Vegas area. We're actually in Henderson, Nevada. Both these teams come in 3-0-1 by way of record. And Zeke Wood is the starting pitcher for the Royals, and the first pitch is taken, a called strike, and this game is underway. So our first pitch at 12:33. High and tight, 1 ball, 1 strike. The Royals come in here, the #1 seed, as we mentioned, 3 wins, no losses, 1 tie, and it was against the Platoon, who has the same record, and they're the #2 seed. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's taken low for a ball. Zeke Wood, a 19-year-old right-hander, and he delivers, and it's high. 3-1. Zeke attended North Lamar High School and has attended North Central Texas College, where he's currently a freshman. And tried to overthrow that one, and the first batter of the ball game is going to draw a walk. And that's how this game starts as he walks leadoff hitter and center fielder Tim Lassure. And actually, Tim is the starting pitcher today, but he started in center field in the first matchup. Now Lavina. Chad Avina, the starting second baseman, squares the bunt, and he takes a strike. Getting back to Zeke Wood, the starting pitcher here for the Royals, currently attending North Central Texas College, where in his freshman year he had 70 innings pitched, struck out 73, and had a solid 3.18 earned run average. He also posted a 7-3 record. He was drafted in 2012. I don't think he's 19 years old. If he was drafted in 2012 by the Cardinals. And he's also a guy that's got some power at the few times that he comes to the plate. 2 strikes on the second baseman, Chad Avina. Championship game of the 2019 Memorial Day weekend tournament, brought to you by the National Adult Baseball Association. Shane Fujita, who's been their longtime president. Had a chance to see Shane here on the first day. One of the good guys, and they do a great job in running this league. There's a swing and a miss, some high heat. It's going to be a long, long day for these hitters if they're going after the high cheese. It's going to bring up the third place hitter for the Platoon. Taking a called strike on the inside corner is the manager, Sal D'Angelo, who had an outstanding game in the field in game 1 of the round-robin play. When these two teams 2 days ago hooked up here in Southern Nevada, that's a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Ended in an 8-8 tie. For the most part, I thought the Royals outplayed the Platoon. They had that one it was a terrible inning. Walks, several errors.
Yeah, hit batters, Jeff. We talked about that, and it's one of those things where when you look at it, this half inning, they built up a lead. They were up by 5 and cruising, and the bullpen comes in, struggled a little bit, but they got down, but they ended up being able to battle back for the tie.
That's taken high a ball, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, that was a game that they led for the most part, and then the Platoon actually took a couple of leads in that game. 7-6 and 8-7, and Sloan letting that one go, and it is not going to go foul. Well, that was his only play. As that ball trickled up the third base line, and that'll be an infield hit for the manager of the Platoon. Runners are at first and second with 1 out, top of the first, no score. And the batter is going to be their outstanding catcher, Steve McGrath. Infield playing at double play depth, the outfield pretty much straight away all the way around. And the first pitch is swung on and lifted in the air, hit well back into deep left field, and Molina drops the ball. Well, that will not score the run. The bases will be loaded. That'll be an error on Molina. He dropped one last night, and all of a sudden the Platoon picking up where they left off in that first game with the bases loaded. And only 1 man out here in the first inning, and the batter is going to be left-handed hitting first baseman Jimmy Lloyd.
Yeah, Molina had to track that, quite a bit of distance there, Jeff, and the wind really not an issue like it was last night. But Molina got in position again, maybe got there split second late, but seemingly he could have made that play.
One of the things that, and I don't remember this being a big problem. Like I'm from Ohio, as you know, and I thought there'd be a wisecrack coming, but
I was going to say, you never told me that.
But it seems like out here in the desert, and when you got a high sky, I mean, we got clouds around the Las Vegas area, but right here, I mean, it's pretty clear. And it's very tough to pick up a fly ball, especially one hit that high. And he might have lost it in the sun. Jimmy takes the 1-1 pitch, and it's upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike on the Platoon first baseman. Defensively for the Royals, you got Dole at first base. Vasquez, who has started every game at second, as has Redinger and Rodriguez, shortstop third. Molina in left. Sean Smith in center field. David Walker is in right field. Solia is doing the catching. That is a beautiful pitch. Where in the world was that one? And it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Solia doing the catching, and Zeke Wood gets the start here. Low ball 4, and he walked in the runner. Might put a little bit of that on the blue. The second to last pitch looked like a clear strike. So it's 1-0 in favor of the Platoon. Bases remain loaded, still 1 out. And the fine shortstop, Jeff Bezian.
Well, it looks like early on, Wood, I mean, you mentioned it, Jeff, maybe trying to overthrow a little bit, not so much, we were talking about yesterday, not so much pitch. It's like he's aiming for a spot, maybe not fully, I don't want to say winding up, but like pulling back and just trusting his stuff. And when you look at it, again, I think that's another reason why Solia went out there again, maybe calm him down a little bit. Obviously, walking in a run, bases still loaded, only 1 out. But again, it took he's got to get into that groove, and you can't again just aim. As we're going to get a courtesy.
Well, that's a good point. Adrian Rodriguez is going to courtesy run for Jimmy Lloyd at first base. Still only 1 out, and the base is loaded. You know, with the offense, as the first pitch is over the inside corner, strike 0-1. With this high-powered offense, they scored more runs than any other team in this 18-over open division of Woodbat division. Had the best point differential. And Zeke Wood is now ahead in the count 0-2. But Mike, right now, I mean, you got to stop the bleeding if you're the Royals. You can't afford to get down too many runs. You'll probably give a run up to get at least that second out.
Yeah, I mean, you do have the infield. Again, yeah, coming up a little bit on the corners to come home for the force.
Here's a fly ball. Speedy Walker coming on, and he can't make the play. Tried to make a sliding catch. 1 run is going to score, and the throw comes in, and 2 runs are in. 2-run hit that time for Bezian. And just like that, it's 3-0. This is looking like the championship game they played back in October in Phoenix. So they'll rule that a 2-run double for Jeff Bezian for the Platoon, the shortstop. And now you got runners at second and third, and here's Gio Mazzalo. We did not see Mazzolo in that first matchup. What day was that? Was Saturday. Saturday morning here at this stadium.
Yeah. Yes.
If this is the first time you're catching our broadcast from here, we've already had 2 games from this ballpark. This is the ballpark that Bryce Harper, who's number 34, retired, and that jersey out there near the 400 mark in left center field. He played a year of junior college baseball here. Brian Underhill is the manager of the Royals, and that's a big, big out right there for Denver. So nice job by Vasquez. Struggled a little bit last night, had a couple of errors on defense after playing pretty stellar the first couple of games. This is the 5th game of the tournament for both these teams, and it's a winner-take-all championship. All right, well, we were off the air for just a few seconds. Dom Rodriguez grounding out to the pitcher. And now the third place hitter is Sean Smith with a runner at third. Platoon got 3 runs in the top of the first. And now Sean Smith at the plate, the outstanding center fielder, former Pirate farmhand. Sean would like to say hello to his son Robinson, who is watching the game on the Denver Royals Baseball Network back in Phoenix. And now Walker is in a pickle here between home and third and just ran him out of another inning. That's unbelievable. Wow. After 1, the Platoon 3, the Royals nothing. This is Denver Royals Baseball, brought to you by Bridgewater Homes. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Zeke Wood going after the Platoon here in the top of the 2nd inning, taking his final warm-up tosses. Gave up 3 runs in the first inning. They were, well, let's see, a couple of them were earned. One of them was unearned. And we are heading now to the top of the 2nd inning in this winner-take-all championship game, 18 and over wood bat open division. Open wood bat division. 66 degrees, our game time temperature. Well, I'm a little perplexed right now, Mike. David Walker, we've seen him get picked off, doubled up, call it what you will, on 4 or 5 occasions in this tournament. So far, it hasn't killed the Royals' opportunities to play good baseball. But you're down by 3, and you got a hot hitter coming up.
Yeah, and we talked about this last night, Jeff, about how about not making mistakes to put yourself out of the game, let another team hang around, have a chance. Now the Platoon have a 3-0 lead. Again, they trailed pretty much till the 6th inning in the first game, and when these two teams played. And, yeah, I mean, he just needs to be more heads up on the bases.
Rodriguez is retired here by Zeke Wood on a nice defensive play by Dom Rodriguez, who has been flashing some outstanding leather in this tournament. So 1 up and 1 down for the Platoon. We go back to the top of the order and starting pitcher Tim Lassier. Eight men came to the plate in the Platoon's top of the first inning. Lassier, the starting pitcher, faced the minimum on the mound, and now batting for the second time. He walked and scored in the first. And we're in the top of the 2nd inning here. 3-0 Platoon out of, I guess, kind of north of the Los Angeles area. Right-hander kicks and fires, and that one is taken low for a ball. Well, Tim, one of the mainstays on this Platoon team, he's so important, and he laces this one foul left side. Trying to take that outside pitch to left field. Had the right idea. Let's see where Wood comes back on this pitch, right down the middle. And he skies it out into shallow left center field. And Molina comes on and makes the one-handed grab. That was a nice play as he called off Redinger at the final moment.
Well, yeah, Jeff, a nice play. And you talked about saying that, calling off Redinger at the final moment. But again, the communication to me, again, defensively, that's the one thing. I know we talked about it last night. They don't get to work on maybe a ton, but you got it. I mean, if the left fielder is calling it, I mean, it's a little too close to comfort for me about colliding right there, and that's the thing.
So with 2 out, the first 2 have been retired, Rodriguez and Lesueur. And Chad Avina batting for the second time. He was a strikeout victim of Zeke Wood back in the first inning. Zeke has struck out 2. He has walked 2. And he got under that one and down the left field line. Who wants it? Redinger calls, and that one drops in. And the runner will be safe at second with a double.
And Jeff, once again there, I mean, maybe it was too far to trek for Molina, but at the same time, Redinger out there calling it. Molina, again, just getting a little, I mean, maybe, again, a little too close. If he could have taken it, should have called Redinger off sooner, and Redinger trying to make the attempt again. Like you said, I mean, some scattered clouds, but that ball was just launched into the sky, and it was bright.
Grounded up the middle and off the glove of Redinger. It's going to go out in the center field. Run scores, and the Platoon lead it 4-0 on an RBI single by the manager, Sal D'Angelo, and that's his second hit of the day. I think Molina's just got to be a little more aggressive. To make, you know, I'm just going to say it like it is. That is an easier play for the left fielder to make than the shortstop who's running at an angle.
Couldn't, yeah, and exactly. Again, I mean, he's coming in, he's charging it, he sees, yes, like I said, it's a long way to trek, but I think it is a play for the left fielder.
Now McGrath, the catcher. Yeah, waving a miss, and he's down 0-2. Reached on an error on the fly ball that was dropped by Marcos Molina in the first inning. Two of the 3 runs that he gave up in that first were earned.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I look at that as, you know, in the offense, they've battled back every time. Even if they've had a lead, somebody scored a run, they seem to get it back. But defensively right now, Jeff, I mean, I know I said about, you know, throwing the ball, making the correct throws the last few days, but today they're just kind of kicking the ball around the outfield, around the infield there early on. So we'll see if they can recover. Offensively, I think they can, but, I mean, again, running the bases, the small things of the game, they become so much bigger when you're not doing them correctly.
Well, and it's definitely backfired. Those mistakes, magnified in a championship game. And that's an awfully good pitch. Strike 3 called. They'll retire the side. They get a run. They leave 1. And at the end of an inning and a half of baseball, the Royals trailing the Platoon 4-0. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes. named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Welcome back to the College of Southern Nevada. Beautiful sunsplash afternoon for championship baseball. National Adult Baseball Association and the Denver Royals are on the air. Special thanks to Colorado Concrete Pumping and residential and business, a great company, and they're a proud sponsor of Denver Royals baseball. 4, 5, and 6 coming up for Brian Underhill's Denver Royals. Both teams coming in here undefeated, 3-0-1. Of course, these two teams tied an 8-8 tie in the first game of round-robin play. So Matt Young will start things off. He's had an outstanding series, Mike.
You know, he has been hot from the plate, Jeff. He's been, again, one of those guys who talked about it yesterday, aggressively patient. When they're seeing pitches, second time through the lineup, seeing a pitcher, a lot of these pitchers have gone, thrown complete games, or if not, at least gone into the 6th or 7th. So you see a pitcher 2 or 3 times, and he's one of the batters for this Denver Royals team, amongst many that have taken advantage of getting to see a pitcher a few times through the rotation.
Well, Matt is 8 for 14. He has scored 4. He has driven in 2. And he's hitting at a .571 clip right now. He takes a strike. Good pitch. Second inning of work for LeSueur. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Grounded to shortstop. Nice job there by Jeff in the long throw, and he throws it away. Well, that'll be an error on the shortstop. And the Royals right now down 4-0 will take anything they can get.
And sometimes it just takes that break. We talked about Sloan Salia yesterday as he had that huge ground ball, the big hit, and he ended up getting on base and he drives in a run, and then it seems like his swing, like you said, maybe a little bit of a tweak to it, but it just takes getting that first runner, that runner on base, get a break, no outs, and then see if you can start cutting into this platoon lead.
Well, here's Chris Chambers, who leads his team in extra base hits. He's had 4 doubles. And the first pitch is low and inside, ball 1. Chambers 6 of 14 with 4 doubles and 4 runs batted in. Only Sean Smith has driven in more runs on the Royals in this tournament. Good pitch. Turned it over, nipped the outside corner. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike on the hard-hitting left-handed hitter. We haven't seen Chris play first base in this tournament yet. That's a strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Not much of a wind to speak of here, but looked like it was kind of blowing out. And I don't know if that was by design, but I noticed Matt Young took a huge lead before the pitcher even started his windup. And now 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Solid job there by McGrath, Jeff, as he blocked it and it went to his left, but definitely not far enough for Young to try and take second base. That brings up a full count.
After getting ahead 1-2, there goes the runner, and that's lined out into left center field. That's a base hit, and they will be at first and third. Good piece of hitting by Chambers as the beat goes on for the big left-handed hitter.
Well, he's been, I mean, you said it, Jeff, extremely consistent. Look at that. Took what the pitcher gave him, takes it into the opposite field gap there. And now a chance for, again, we've seen the Denver Royals fight back, get on the board, but this is a really good opportunity. Obviously, no outs, runners on first and third. They'd like to cut into this lead.
And Sloan Solia was trying to get him back to a one-run deficit as he takes a healthy cut at that first offering. No balls, one strike. It's been a tough series for Sloan, 2 for 12. He's driven in a couple of runs. And he pops it up. And the infield fly rule in effect. The shortstop will make the play, and Bejian. That's a huge first out for Tim LeSueur and his platoon.
And you saw the frustration from Solia there as he just flipped his bat towards the dugout, throwing it down. Again, got under it a little too much for the first out, but runner still on first and third.
Now Kyle Redinger, well, you know, the rumor's been going around the aliens abducted Sloan Solia. Because this isn't the typical power hitter that we're used to seeing. You know, we've been treated, you know, we've been kind of spoiled the last few tournaments with Sloan.
Yeah, I mean, the rumors.
He wasn't
the rumors.
I was just kidding.
I was going to say, did you break? Did we just break news here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jeff Lowry breaking news. I love it. Now, again, it has been a struggle, and unfortunately, when he's in a slump, but his teammates have definitely picked him up, and he's I mean, frustrating for him most definitely, but the team's bats overall have just been on fire.
Kyle Redinger, one of the hot hitters, 7 of 15. He has scored 4 times, and he swings and hits one deep into left field. The left fielder drifting back. He makes the one-handed grab. That'll be a sacrifice fly. That's more than deep enough to score Young. Actually, that's Smith who courtesy run for Matt Young. I thought that was him. And it is now a 4-1 ball game as the Royals trail by 3. So a sacrifice fly for Redinger. Got a couple of RBIs in this tournament. Still got a runner at first base. I think just breaking the ice is monumental here for the Royals. And now you got another red-hot hitter in Molina at the plate, 6 for 12. He has scored 4 runs in this tournament. Platoon in the lead in the field. Lead at 4-1. Molina with a healthy cut that time. Everybody was talking about the Owls being maybe the team to beat besides Denver. There goes the runner. And McGrath will throw from his knee, and it's a one-hop throw. And the runner is in safely. So Chris Chambers with a stolen base, and he got a really good jump on the Platoon starting pitcher. Ground ball to the shortstop. Jeff's got it, and he'll fire on to first for the final out of this second inning. Well, we head to the third. The Royals are on the board, but still trail by 3 on APN. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Getting a look at Zeke Wood, starting pitcher for the Royals, as we get set to go to the top of the third inning in this winner-take-all championship game, Memorial Day weekend of the Naba National Adult Baseball Association with Mike Caratenuto, Jeff Lowry. Zeke has given up 4 runs, 3 earned through 2 innings. He has struck out 3. He's walked a couple, giving up 1 extra base hit. That was a 2-run hit by shortstop Jeff Bezian back in the first inning. A 3-run first for the Platoon. They scored another single run in the top of the second. And the Royals got a run in this last half inning, bottom half of the second inning, on a sacrifice fly by Redinger, scoring Sean Smith. So Jimmy Lloyd. Big cut and a miss. Special thanks to Brian Underhill. Just always a pleasure working for this Denver Royals team and bringing these games to you. Next pitch is swung on, and a high fly ball, shallow center, but Sean Smith is there, and he's got the first out. I thought maybe he was taking a bow. He was just checking his shoestrings.
Taking a bow, wow. Is that what you were doing? Well, Smith has been so solid in center field again, like we talked about. And even Walker, too, in right field. I mean, the speed, the ground he's covered in right field a lot of time on these foul balls. But, again, the defense just needs to keep going on the upswing here, Jeff.
Well, right now, Zeke Wood needs to get a couple of goose eggs up on the board and give his team a chance to get back in this thing. That's hammered foul down the right side. Well, the dimensions here at the ballpark on the campus of the College of Southern Nevada, 335 down the left and right field lines. It is 375 to the power gaps, 400 to center field. Chopper right back to the mound. That should be an easy play for Zeke Wood. He'll throw him out. And there's quickly 2 down here in the top of the third inning. So Bezian is taken care of by the right-handed starting pitcher, and Mazzola will bat for the second time. He popped up to the second baseman back in the first. First pitch. Defensively again, Dole at first, Vasquez second, Redinger at shortstop. Dom Rodriguez, is at third base with Molina, Smith, and Walker left to right. Sulia doing the catching, and Zeke Wood in his third inning of work on the mound. He's given up 3 earned runs as this one is hit down to Rodriguez, and a high throw, and it's off the glove of Dole, and then he got spiked. And that had to hurt.
Yeah, it never feels good. You see Dole's reaction as he kind of put his went down and just kind of slammed his other foot down, and that was what Mazzola.
Mm-hmm.
Went over to check on him right away. Again, just wanted to. Again, didn't mean to do it. Kind of a bang play. The throw again, not a really good throw over to first, Jeff. And we've seen the plays that Dole's had to make, and now he's well, they give each other good sportsmanship there, obviously, as Dole again fixes his shoe and gets back out to first base. But it's always gives you a little bit of chills when you see the spikes hit the back of somebody's leg.
Well, it's going to be an error on Dom Rodriguez. That is the second error by the Royals in this game, and we're only in the third. They committed 5 last night and was able to hold on 5-3 in the semifinals over Vichada. So now the batter is going to be Ryan Brockett. He was a strikeout victim in the first. Zeke Wood has struck out 3. He's walked 2. He's given up a total of 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 overall. Good pitch. I'll tell you what, he continues to locate that fastball with that kind of movement and location. He's going to be tough to hit. 2-out runner at first base here in the top of the 3rd. Well, you don't want to lose Brockett here. 3 balls and 1 strike. And a smash up the middle, base hit. And the Platoon are back at it. And you just hope that that error by Rodriguez doesn't open up Pandora's box. 1st and 2nd occupied, 2 out.
Well, Jeff, that line drive there, I mean, Wood kind of stuck his glove out, tried to get out of the way, but the second base umpire did a nice little olay there because he almost got drilled by that line drive.
That was a really nice move by our base umpire. We just have the 2 umpires here today. Adrian Rodriguez grounded out to 3rd, his first and only time up, and the first pitch to him is low for ball 1. Sloan Sulia behind the plate here for Denver as they trail 4-1, top of the 3rd. He went around and the count is even, 1-1. 1st and 2nd, 2 out. Wood sights a sign, kicks and deals. That's out of play to the right side. Look out. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, we had a great crowd here last night. The Chata.
Yeah, from Chula Vista, San Diego, absolutely.
They brought some game, their fans. I think the Lady Royals over here need to make some noise. Can we get them fired up?
I mean, they've been supporting them, but yeah, they're a little quiet right now. They're not used to being down this late into a game, Jeff.
That's a 4th strikeout as Rodriguez goes down. They leave 2. We go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning as the Royals come up trying to cut into a 3-run lead. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to BridgewaterHomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Getting a look at third base coach and also one of the mainstays, Ben Bracoli. He'll be coaching third base. Mike Dole has the coaching honors at first base as he's still walking off after being spiked in that last inning on the error. I'll tell you, you talk about the team makeup of this Royals team as we go to the bottom half of the third inning, 4-1 in favor of the Platoon in this winner-take-all championship game. And first up is the hot-hitting Matt Garcia. A lot of good guys down there in that dugout. I mean, we've had so many of them come up and talk with us. Unfortunately, nobody came up for this tournament. I'm a little disappointed because it's usually a good time up here, but it's been a pleasure. I know, Mike, this is the first time you've had a chance to meet Brian and some of the guys, and you know, this is definitely a team made up of some really good people.
Yeah, they're trying to win some games. I mean, I'm sure they want to come hang out with you, but they've been on a roll, so you know how superstitious athletes are.
Yeah.
If they're winning and they haven't done it, then they're not going to do it now. At least in this tournament. The next tournament, you got to get them from the beginning.
Yeah. Garcia stays alive. He had singles in his first 3 at-bats in last night's semifinal victory. Garcia, the 9th place hitter in the lineup. Then it's Walker and Rodriguez. Garcia 6 for 12 now. Your 9th hitter is hitting 500. Things aren't all that bad, is it? If you're the Denver Royals. 2-strike pitch, broken bat, looper left field. That will drop in for a base hit. And now he's 7 of 13.
There's the noise you were talking about from the Lady Royals right there.
We're going to get a courtesy runner. And it's going to be Molina. So we go back to the top of the order, and David Walker, who led off the home half of the first with a double. First pitch in there, a called strike. Nice job that time. 3rd inning of work for Tim LeSueur. Runner at first base, nobody out. Molina going. Pitch is taken. McGrath's throw is not in time, and stolen base number 5 for Molina. Got to get that run in this inning. If you're the Denver Royals at the plate here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning, and Walker trying to go opposite field, fouls it straight back. David now 9 of 16 on the tournament, but he's only scored 3 runs.
Yeah, the on-base struggles, once he's been on base, have been obviously a huge factor for that.
Down the line, that's a fair ball, and the Royals are going to get another run on the board and another extra base hit. Nothing wrong with his bat. There's no question about that. So an RBI double cuts the lead in half to 4-2. And now the wild thing, Dom Rodriguez coming up.
Wow, we got the wild thing and we got the butterfly.
And the butterfly. Dom bounced out, pitcher to first. And he swings and wallops one back into deep left field. That ball's got a chance, and it's up against the wall. 1 run will score in David Walker, and Rodriguez has pulled his team to within 1 with a long double that lands just in front of the 375 marker in left field.
Well, Jeff, if that would have been hit last night in the wind, that would have been over the fence. We saw where it came down on the wall very high on the left field wall, left center field wall there. And if that would have been caught up in the wind last night, that would have taken it over the fence. But again, an RBI double. It's 4-3 just like that. And, well, the bats are awaking.
And now you got the tying run in scoring position after back-to-back doubles. And here's Sean Smith, who is 0 for 1.
And he's got 2 big home runs in this tournament, and he we know his power to the gap there in left center.
That's the 4th RBI for Rodriguez. He's at second base. And that one bounces up there, and the tying run will now be 90 feet away at third base. I'll tell you, Mike, we were impressed with McGrath in that first game. He's an outstanding defensive catcher. And there was really nothing he could do on that pitch. It just totally ate him up.
Oh, no, absolutely. And, again, you see the catchers, and, again, that would be a wild pitcher. I mean, it skipped before it got to the plate, and he's trying to block it. The ball's got movement as D'Angelo comes over and talks to LeSueur. But, I mean, he blocked it. He pushed it to where towards third base, but unfortunately it spun off and went more towards the dugout than up the line for him.
Now the infield playing in on the corners, and Smith pops it up. And not an easy play here for the first baseman, and he will not make a play. So new life for Smith. And not to make excuses for either team here, Mike, but how many times have we been out to spring training games and we see major league players who have to battle this high sky and the sun and everything, and even some Gold Glovers out there struggle.
Oh yeah, spring training definitely time for them to get the cobwebs off, and like I said, these guys really don't have. But yeah, you hit those sky shots, and you're looking up into that sun. I know. Again, they have the glasses, it's shaded, but you still can lose track of that ball, and it's tough to sometimes tough to make the adjustment.
2 strikes on Smith. He grounds one down to third. Quick throw back to third, and that time the Royals didn't get off the base path too far. We have seen too many times in this tournament the runners taking off on an exact play like that. So that goes 5-3. Good play by D'Angelo. He's definitely one of the top players in this tournament.
Yeah, the manager of the team, obviously playing third base, the hot corner. He's had he's seen a lot of action. The 2 games that we've seen him now, I know that first game he had one ball kind of ricochet off him and go into left, and then he blocked one in front of him and was able to jump. Remember, Jeff, dive and tag the base for the out. So, yeah, it's very solid on that corner.
And another outstanding job by the catcher of the Platoon, McGrath. He saved a run that time. Tying run at third. 4-3 is our score. The Platoon in the field. Well, we mentioned Young, who reached on an error in the second inning. He has been red hot. 8 of 15. 4 runs scored, 2 RBIs. He will take low, and it's 3 balls, no strikes. Well, the Royals really need to pick up this tying run at third. Can't leave any man out there stranded. That's ball 4. So that'll be a 1-out walk. So Young has been on base both times without the benefit of a base hit. That is the first walk issued by LeSueur, who's given up 3 earned runs on 5 hits. And now another outstanding hitter in Chris Chambers, who is 7 of 15. Chambers had a base hit back in the second inning. He bats here in the home half of the third. First and third occupied, 1 out. The Royals at the plate, and they trail it by 1 at 4-3. Good first pitch strike that time by LeSueur. There goes the runner. And there'll be no throw. That's another stolen base. You got to like the aggressive base running by Brian Underhill.
Well, and that, again, we saw it the other night, too. They kept, in the first game against the Platoon, they kept doing it because it takes a double play, obviously, out of the options now for the Platoon. But you're right. You get 2 runners in scoring position. You got to just keep it going and get those runs across.
So now second and third, and here's a ground ball foul third base side. Well, we just going to pass along some sad news in Major League Baseball. We'll wait till the next pitch. Well, truly one of the outstanding hitters in the 70s and the 80s, a guy that really took a lot of abuse for an error he made in the 1986 World Series. Bill Buckner has passed away at age 69. That's foul.
And such a great career he had. I mean, I know, obviously, when the Red Sox finally flipped the script and won the World Series, that World Series in '04, been a long time. And John McNamara always talked about how, you know, even though he wasn't the best defensive option for the Red Sox then, but he wanted him out there to win the World Series because he was such an integral part of the Red Sox, the success those few years that they had.
Here's a shot to the second baseman. They're going to come home, and McGrath on the short hop comes up with the ball and makes the tag for out number 2. What a defensive play. Well, a good job by the second baseman, obviously Chad Avina. But Chad left that throw a little short, Michael, and McGrath just continues to impress.
Yeah, he did, and he had the way he had a twist around, and it looked like he slid under the tag. Jeff, it looked like he had slid under the tag, but just McGrath able to get it down in time. Man, we've seen some great play behind the plate this whole tournament.
Yeah, we got the 2 top catchers, I think, in this 18 and over open wood bat division. Winner take all championship game is Sloan Salia could really make up for what has been a tournament that under his personal standards, and he may have done it there, but it's foul. Lined it right down the line. I'll tell you, if Sloan can come through right now, that would make up for a lot of at-bats that, well, what is he, 2 for 13? Yep, 2 for 13. You got a little breeze blowing out towards left field. First and third, 2 out, and he pops it up. Now this could be trouble. Back a second, long run, and it's going to be caught. Nice job by Adrian Rodriguez. They had a runner at third base and nobody out and could not score him, but they do score 2. And as we head to the top of the 4th inning, a new ball game with the Royals trailing the Platoon 4-3. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Back here from the College of Southern Nevada, we're in Henderson, Nevada, a suburb of Las Vegas, Nevada. As we head now to the top of the 4th inning, and the Platoon will send to the plate the top of their order. LeSueur, the starting pitcher, second baseman Avina, and the manager and third baseman Sal D'Angelo. Zeke Wood is in his 4th inning of work. And you're watching the Denver Royals on APN Sports, and our website is apnvideo.com. Jeff Lowry alongside Mike Caratenuto. Well, the Royals squandered a golden opportunity to tie the game. At least they got 2 to draw within 1. It's still anybody's game. As we go to the top of the 4th inning, Platoon coming to the plate, leading at 4-3. They're out of the Simi Valley, San Fernando area in California. LeSueur has walked and scored. He has flied to left field. So he's 0 for 1 with a walk. First pitch from Wood. Taken high, ball 1. And a breaking pitch in there for a strike. That evens the count on the leadoff hitter, 1-1. So top of the order for the Platoon. They scored 3 times in the first and 1 in the second. But Zeke Wood settled down nicely in that last inning. Through the first 3 innings, Zeke has given up 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. He has struck out 4 and he's walked 2. And a strike called on the inside corner. He's got a good fastball. He's got good velocity on that number 1 pitch here this afternoon in this winner take all championship game, Naba Memorial Day tournament. Nice job by Tim staying alive. That pitch might have been outside, but you've got 2 strikes on you. You tend to protect a little bit because you never know what the umpire is going to call. 2 strikes on the leadoff hitter, and here's the pitch. And a bouncing ball right back to Wood. Good play. And there's 1 down. Next batter is going to be the second baseman, Avina, who had a double, a run scored in the second inning. He scored on a Sal D'Angelo single to center field to give his team a 4-0 lead in that second inning. But since then, the Royals have put up a single run in the second and 2 in the bottom half of the third inning to draw within 1 at 4-3. And here's a looper back of shortstop, and that's going to drop out in front of Sean Smith, base hit. So Avina is now 2 for 3. Well, the hits are even between these 2 teams at 5 apiece, and now Sal D'Angelo, 2 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. As Zeke Wood misses inside ball 1. He cites a sign from his catcher and now delivers. And that's in there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, right-handed hitting third baseman. As we mentioned, the manager of this Platoon team. And he went after the slider and came up empty-handed. Count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 down. Runner at first base. Here in the top of the 4th inning, the Platoon lead it by a score of 4-3. The check of the runner, the pitch to the plate. Just under the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a line drive, and the hit parade continues for D'Angelo. So runners are at first and second with 1 out. Back-to-back hits by Avina and D'Angelo. A 3 for 3 day for the manager of the Platoon. And now Steve McGrath, the catcher, he's reached on an error and scored, and he is struck out. First pitch, and he broke his bat, and no one's going to get to this one. Foul ball, 0-1 on McGrath, and he's going to need some new lumber. Runners occupying first and second, 1 out. Good fastball outside corner. And Steve now finds himself in a hole at 0-2. Wood, the long pause and the pitch. He got him, struck him out swinging. That is his 5th strikeout of the game. Couldn't have come at a better time. 2 down with runners at first and second. And now the platoon will send to the plate hard-hitting, left-handed hitting first baseman Jimmy Lloyd. So the platoon at the plate, leading at 4-3. Looking for some insurance runs here against Zeke Wood. The first pitch to Lloyd is right down the middle, a called strike. Five strikeouts for Zeke Wood. Trying to work out of a first and second jam. Swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2. Well, let's see if we see Zeke come back with that 85, 86 mile an hour fastball and paint the outside corner. That's been a very effective pitch for him. Or will he go back to the breaking pitch down and in? Here's the pitch. Well, he tried to go outside but missed. Was a little wild on that one. 1-2. Bejian on deck, the shortstop. Lloyd trying to come through. He has walked, he has flied to center field. 2-strike pitch. Left it high, 2-2.
Jeff, on the last 2 pitches, too, it doesn't look like he's following all the way through with that front leg, doesn't it? It looks like he's just kind of short-stepping. Again, I'm no top-level pitcher, but you always hear Coach saying if you don't want to overstride, but when you cut it in half, that's why that ball starts to float.
And this one is chopped up along the line, but that's a foul ball. Good point, Mike.
But see, on that one, it seemed like he stepped more. I mean, and the ball started to drop in the zone a little bit. It's just funny how sports overlap. I mean, with football, a quarterback throws off his back foot. What does it do? It floats. No matter where he throws it, it's going to usually float on him because he's not stepping up, following through. And as a pitcher, again, overstriding usually is the issue. But when you cut it short, that's when a ball will start to float.
He got him on the breaking pitch. He pulled the string. 2 men left. Bottom of the 4th coming up. The Royals trailing by 1. And you're watching the NABA Memorial Day Weekend Tournament. This is APN. You feeling a little better?
Yeah. Damn, White Castle. I'm not afraid to say it. I had a piece so bad I started feeling like, oh God, White Castle.
White Castle.
Back with over 100 sliders.
Wow.
To go. I hadn't been there in a while. My cousin was like, we don't want any. So we pretty much ended up like 7 or 8 of us ended up devouring all of them, right? Oh my God. I woke up in the See, it did it again, Jeff. I hit flash.
Oh my God. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services.
All right, we go now to the bottom half of the 4th inning. And we got some good White Castle stories to tell. Kyle Redinger will lead things off. I'll tell you what, if you've seen Harold and Kumar's, what's it called, The Adventures?
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Go to White Castle.
That's the first one.
Well, that was us last night. in the wee hours of the morning.
And it was a very crowded place. We were not the only ones there.
No. And the Rooster people were out in droves. I mean to tell you, I've never seen so many weird haircuts
flock of
in my lawn. Yeah,
flock of seagulls and the roosters. The rooster people, wow.
Redinger swing and a foul, and that got a piece of the home plate umpire. I don't think I've had a White Castle in probably better than 20 years.
I can't say the same. I had one a few years ago in Louisville, actually, and then, yeah, but the first time I've had it west of the Mississippi, I will say that. Which, you know, we learned it started in 1921 in Wichita, Kansas last night. We found that out, along with the Rooster people.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, I looked it up for the for our friends that were in front of us and talking about moving to a certain city, which shall remain nameless.
Kyle Redinger had a sacrifice fly. Segue. Chop foul. Couple of strikes on the Royals shortstop. It'll be Redinger, Molina, and Garcia. They were good. I said I'll eat 2, and I ate 5.
Oh, yeah.
That might be a record for me.
Yeah, I ate 5 too.
I think we left more on the table than we ate.
Maybe you.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah, I finished my cheeseburgers.
You had 12 of them.
Well, I had 2 regular ones, and they gave me the wrong order. Yeah, you always got to go get the correct order. Got to be polite about it.
He grounds one to the shortstop. Backhanded play by Jeff, and the throw scooped out nicely by Boyd, and there's one down.
Tell you what, Bejian and that backhand, he just makes it look so easy, Jeff.
Yeah.
It's just across his body, and again has the ball, backhands it again. Little short on the throw, short hop on the throw, but Lloyd able to field it.
Here's Molina, who is 6 of 13 for this tournament. This is a winner-take-all championship game. Nothing who won the count. Grounded out to shortstop back in the second inning. That ended the inning. He grounds one towards the shortstop. Bezian, and once again, off-balance throw. And I'll tell you what, he's putting on a little clinic out there.
Well, on that off-balance throw, the one that, again, on the backhand, he had to kind of step forward and step up, but on the throwing off balance there, he just laced it over to Lloyd. You're right, making it look easy, putting on the clinic there at short.
He has committed an error that led to an unearned run in that second inning, but he's also had 3 assists in the game. Talking about the Platoon shortstop. So with 2 down here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. And Brian Underhill's hoping that Matt Garcia will turn this lineup over, the 9th place hitter. Tim LeSueur, the right-hander, starting pitcher here today for the Platoon. Now working in his 4th inning, 3 2/3 innings. Big swing and a miss by Garcia. Came up empty-handed.
Well, and he was looking for a fastball, and it looks like maybe that was a fastball just dropped a little bit because it was a 2-0 count, definite hitter's count there. And he swung right through that, did Garcia.
Yeah, LeSueur pitching backwards a little bit. I think he came back with something soft. There's another bouncing ball, and Bejian throws to first. Another low throw, and the side is retired. Good job by Jimmy Boyd. Good job by the Platoon shortstop. We head to the 5th. 4-3 Platoon. It's a winner-take-all championship game. Memorial Day tournament of the National Adult Baseball Association. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
All right, back here from the College of Southern Nevada, the William Morse Stadium. Jeff Lowry along with Mike Caratanudo, a 4-3 lead for the Platoon. These two teams met in game one of the round robin. It was a morning game at this very ballpark, and it ended in an 8-8 tie. Adam Barsak started. It's Bobby Martinez. And then these two teams went on to win their next three games and ended up the 1 and 2 seed. The Royals coming into this game, the number 1 seed. And to be quite honest with you, Mike, the Royals should have the lead right now in this game.
Yeah, a few base running errors, and defensively too. I mean, like we said, that first inning just not looking like them in the field, not so much from the throwing side, but just the fielding side, ball kind of bouncing around. The sliding attempt catch by Walker in right field, and it was just, again, something that we really haven't seen from them. It's kind of like I said, booting the ball all over the infield and the outfield.
So Zeke Wood is now in his 5th inning of work. I don't know if he got a little stinger in his arm that time. He's kind of shaking his fingers a little bit. Nobody warming up in the bullpen. Zeke has settled in. Now in his 5th inning of work, going up against the shortstop, Bezian. And that is strike 3 call. Bezian can't believe it, and that is the 7th strikeout of the day for Zeke Wood.
Well, when he's hitting his spots, Jeff, I mean, to overstate the obvious, or when with Salia behind the plate calling the game, but when he's hitting the spots where Salia wants the ball, I mean, again, he has been extremely tough to hit.
First pitch outside to Mazzola, who has popped the second and reached on an error. 7 strikeouts, 2 looking for Zeke Wood, starting pitcher in his 5th inning of work for the Royals. High drive back in the center field, but Smith is there. And I thought I heard young Robinson back in Ahwatukee giving his dad a glad hand from Phoenix, Arizona. Well, 2 outs. 4 in a row set down by Zeke Wood. Zeke has given up 6 hits. He's walked 2. And here's a high pop-up. Redinger now called off by Molina, and there's the call-off that we said that Molina should be doing, and it's a much easier play for the left fielder. All right, we're heading to the bottom half of the 5th. The Royals trailing by 1 in this winner-take-all championship. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Well, the red-hot David Walker will start things off here. #1 hitter in the lineup for Brian Underhill's Royals. The #1 seed going into this championship game, going up against the #2 seed Platoon. The Royals were the highest scoring team after round-robin play, and they were also the team that had the best run differential. Walker, Rodriguez, and Smith.
Well, it helped they put, what, 13 up against the Toros?
11.
11
Yeah,
up against the
nothing.
Toros. And, again, at the top of the order with Walker. Again, we know he can get on base. He just needs to stay on base and score.
And what a job by Zeke De Leon last night. You know, he struggled early in the game, gave up a couple of runs the first 2 innings, and boy, did he settle in. And they needed a big pitching performance out of him. That was a close game, 5-3, the final over Chata. The Platoon took care of San Diego, the Sluggos, 5-2.
Yeah, the Sluggos and the Chata. Sluggo Chata.
That's in the air, left field. It's going to hold up, and this ball will be caught. That's out number 1. Nice play by Mazzolo out in left field. That's the first time David Walker has been retired. He had doubled his first 2 times up. Scored his last time on a double by Dom Rodriguez, who comes to the plate here and is 1 for 2. Dom 6 for 15, hitting 400, takes outside, ball 1. He's driven in 4. Only Sean Smith has more with 5 in terms of RBIs. 2-0. Platoon got 3 in the first, 1 in the second. The Royals came back with 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and trailed 4-3. We're in the home half of inning number 5. I'll tell you, that's a good eye right there by Rodriguez. They appeal, and it's a 3-0 count. Pair of undefeated teams going head-to-head here for the championship. And that's ball 4. That was a good at-bat by Rodriguez. He showed, as you mentioned, you know, you like to have a little patience up there.
Yeah, again, and if you're not going to get a strike from Lesor, don't swing me. That was close because Lesor's painted that outside corner. We've seen him do it throughout the game, Jeff. And but again, just a little low there and outside. But a base runner again, the tying run on first base. And, well, we know what Sean can do here because he's definitely capable of taking it out to left field.
Sean has homered twice and a little tardy on the fastball, and he fouls it back and out of play. 0-1 on Smith, who is 0 for 2. Smitty now 4 for 15 on the tournament, 2 homers and a club lead, 5 RBIs. And the 2 homers is a club lead too. The Royals have hit 5 home runs in the tournament. Dom Rodriguez with 1. As we mentioned, Sean Smith with 2. Redinger has 1. Molina has 1. And Chris Chambers has 4 two-base hits. And David Walker has had 4 extra base hits.
And I like how a lot of them have been going to the opposite field too, Jeff. Just going with the pitch.
Smith takes a strike. He's a little upset at that last called strike. Smith out of Beverly Hills, California, drafted in the 15th round of the 2000 June draft by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Runner at first base. 1 out. There goes the runner. Hit and run. Here's a drive down the right field line, and this ball is going to drop foul.
Man, Adrian Rodriguez making ground like we've seen David Walker do. Again, a ton of room in foul territory.
Bottom half of the 5th inning. Tying run at first base. The Platoon, who scored 3 times in the first, have led by as many as 4 and trying to maintain that lead with LeSueur on the mound. The right-hander kicks and deals. Runner goes, hit hard to center field, but it's going to be playable, and the catch is going to be made for out number 2. So Ryan Brockett out in center field taking care of business. And here's Matt Young. He's been on base both times without the benefit of a base hit. He's reached on an error and walked and scored a run in the second inning.
Well, Jeff and Sean Smith just got a little bit too much under that because they had the hit and run on again. They really wanted that tying run to score from first. If that, again, ends up going straight to Brockett, the center fielder, but if that goes into the gap, that run obviously taken off, scores from first base.
You know, I like the approach they had on that day in which we were at Bonanza High School and the wind was blowing in. And look at this piece of hitting by Matt Young. I'll tell you, that's a professional hitter right there.
What did he do? He went with the pitch, opposite field. The righty just punches it through the gap between first and second. And now look at this. Sean Smith is going to be courtesy running for him.
Well, that's the second time that Sean Smith has been allowed to courtesy run because he was the last batted out. So now you got tremendous speed, though you got a runner at second base, and here is Chris Chambers, who has been one of the more reliable hitters with runners in scoring position. 2 out, 2 on, and now the tying run is in scoring position for the Royals.
And I know I've said this before, Jeff, but they've been huge on having success, had huge success on 2-out rallies, so we'll see if Chambers, again, who's been so consistent, can keep it going.
And a looper to left field. It's going to be a foul ball.
But again, trying to go inside out there and go with the pitch and take it to the opposite field.
Young is now 9 for 16. He's at first base. The runner at second is Dom Rodriguez, who drew a walk with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And Chambers is trying to tie this game at minimal. One ball, 2 strikes. Hard-hitting left-hander Chris Chambers. Out of Redwood, California. Redwood City, California. Played a couple of years at the Oklahoma Baptist College. Pitcher of the year his junior year. Senior year combined average of .372. The guy can hit. And he takes low a ball. McGrath, nice stop. Full count.
Well, yeah, Jeff, a full count. And again, him and Dom Rodriguez, I think, throughout these 3 days have been the kings of getting behind the count 0-1, 0-2, and then out of anyone on the team most getting back to a full count.
Well, let's see if he can come through with a big hit here. The 3-2 pitch, and he went around. First base was occupied, so they didn't really need to do that. So anyway, they leave 2, and at the end of 5 in this championship game, 4-3 Platoon. This is APN. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to BridgewaterHomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
There's his line. 5 innings, six hits, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 runs, 3 earned.
All right, back here from the College of Southern Nevada. Michael Caracino along with Jeff Lowry. As we head to the top of the sixth, Zeke Wood, 5 innings pitched so far, 6 hits, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 runs scored, but 3 of them earned. And again, as he's gotten deeper into the game and settled down, Zeke Wood, again, when his mechanics are good, he has had his way with the strike zone. Again, his defense a little shaky, a little different in the beginning, like Jeff and I talked about, but again, they're right back in this game, 4-3. And leading off will be Adrian Rodriguez, the right fielder, who is 0 for 3. 2 for 3.
0 for 2.
0 for 2, pardon me.
Sorry,
Oh.
that's my handwriting.
Hey. Taking a page out of my book. All right, solid there by Jeff Lowry. But yeah, he's 0 for 2 is Rodriguez. So Rodriguez, Lasor, and Avina, the 3 scheduled hitters. As the first pitch strike there by Zeke Wood. And again, they're just hanging around in the game. And Wood would love a 1-2-3 inning. Ooh, squaring up to bunt. And did he foul that off?
He fouled it off.
He did foul? Okay, I was going to say, because
Zeke set down 5 in a row, Mike. He's really settled in. 7 strikeouts, as you just mentioned. And, you know, I think Brian said before the game.
That's grounded to third. Dom Rodriguez will fire it across the diamond, and having to stretch up a little bit is Mike Dole, but they record the first out. And that'll go back to the top of the order with the pitcher, Tim Lasor.
Well, finish that thought. Brian said that he probably would bring Ricky Reeves in first. They feel that maybe Edgar could give him an inning or 2. We saw Edgar last night, 1 inning, and Reeves 1 inning. So, but right now, I mean, the way Wood is going, you know, I would think that he's going to go pretty deep in this game.
Yeah, and I think you know, in the first game with the Platoon, Jeff, we talked about it as, you know, taking the pitcher out maybe a teeny bit too early. Ooh, was that pitch low and inside, even up the count at 1-1 to Lasor. Again, Lasor, a right-handed pitcher, but look at that batting from the left side of the plate.
Yep.
But yeah, taking the pitcher out too early as Wood delivers, and it's lined, to just pass Gus Vasquez into right field for the base hit. So with 1 out, and Lasor on first base, Chad Avina will come up to the plate, the second baseman.
Well, 7 hits now for the Platoon. They've never been headed in this game. Got out to that 4-0 start.
Oh, that's fouled right over our head here, over the wonderfully placed press box here at the College of Southern Nevada. Jeff and I are big fans.
Big fans, especially last night. We had,
Oh,
I
man.
think we had maybe upwards of 25-mile-an-hour winds here.
Easily. And it wasn't just, I mean, there were gusts, but it wasn't like it just came and left for a little bit. It was the whole game, and some obviously gusts stronger than others. But yeah, I'm with you. I think it easily got to 25 miles an hour as Avina fouled that off for strike 1. But Wood, yeah, Winfield again. We see a double play depth. As Wood steps off and checks Lasor over at first base.
Yeah, there's a big hole, big gap in right center field. I mean, they are playing as this one's grounded to short.
And as Redinger picks it up, doesn't even go to second, goes to Dole at first and gets the out. But again, Redinger showing his range, Jeff, as he steps up to that, going to his right. But again, not really getting to set the feet and throws it. But Dole, man, I mean, you talk about if they have a Gold Glove performer of the tournament, I think Dole definitely is in the top of the list for the Royals defense.
Well, I can't say enough what the importance of having a guy with length at first base. He can glove it. And now you got D'Angelo, who is 3 for 3, and you have a base open here. I think you got to be careful with D'Angelo.
Well, Wood delivers in the first pitch. A little high for a ball. Yeah, he's not probably going to give him throw it into or D'Angelo wants it, the dead red zone for D'Angelo. As Wood delivers a 1-0 pitch, jams him inside, grounded to Rodriguez's third, takes a few crow hops, throws it over Dole, stretches.
Safe.
Wow, and he came off the bag, tried to get his foot back, and now Avina heads over to third, or Lesor, pardon me, over to third. So now we have runners on first and third.
That's going to be an error on the third baseman, and that's the second one by Dom. I think he had one last night also, and now Brian Miller is going to come out, and it's not that Zeke's pitched bad in this inning. That should have been the second out or the third out of the inning.
Yeah, and it looks like Dom Rodriguez there just couldn't. He took a few extra steps, and you always see players do that, Jeff, because they couldn't get a grip on the ball. He couldn't get it out of his glove cleanly. And again, caused him to throw it a little bit to the right of Dole, who stretched out, again, vacuumed up the ball, but just could not get his foot back on the bag to record the out.
And I think this trip probably had a couple of purposes, but mainly to allow that bullpen to
we do have
truly get loosened up. You were talking about taking Adam Barzak out in game one maybe prematurely, but I thought it was a good time, but I didn't think King was warmed up when he came into the game, and and I kind of agree with you. I think you probably would stay with Barzak. That one's launched.
Wow,
that's out of play.
Well, it'll be a strike one, as that is Steve McGrath, the catcher. He's again been pretty solid behind the plate, very solid behind the plate, but has a long strike one. Runners on first and third, 2 outs. Platoon up 4-3 here in the top of the sixth, trying to get themselves a little more breathing room. But Zeke Wood has other ideas with 2 outs. Oh, and McGrath again. That was kind of a non-committal committal swing, because it wasn't fluid. You could see him like he thought, I want to swing, and then it was like 2 motions in one there, Jeff. So, but that is strike 2, making it 0-2, 2 outs.
That's what happens when you see a nasty breaking pitch like that.
Yeah. And we've seen quite a few over this tournament. Wood delivers. McGrath doesn't chase. Solia with a nice glove there to stop that. So the 1-2 pitch. A little chin music there. That'll even up the count at 2-2. So Wood checking.
Mike, we got a little breeze blowing now, and it's almost blowing from the right field fence, kind of blowing in right now. Maybe a little advantage for the pitcher here.
Well, he could use it. 2-2, 2 outs. Runners on first and third. It's a 1-run game. He delivers, does Wood, and it gets fouled off. So we'll do the 2-2 pitch one more time.
1-run game with the Platoon on top, 4-3.
And Wood delivers. Paints the inside corner for strike 3, and it just absolutely froze McGrath, and that is, we will head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still a 4-3 game. 2 left on for the Platoon, but they still have the 1-run lead here in the 2019 Memorial Day Las Vegas tournament, the championship game between the Platoon and the Royals.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes. named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to BridgewaterHomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
A slice or two. That's not a bad price, really.
Back for the bottom of the 6th inning as the Denver Royals trailing the Platoon, the Simi Valley near the San Fernando Valley, 4-3. And along with Jeff Lowry, Michael Caratenuto here is, leading off, it shall be Sloan Solia, who... Again, his bat kind of making a lot more solid contact. Because you're right, that first game, even that second game, pop-ups and nothing really threatening. But again, yesterday started to make a little bit more solid contact, kept it going. So he will lead off facing Tim Lesore. And first pitch, he checks his swing, and that is ball 1. And, McGrath blocked that, and it bounced, I think, off the plate and off McGrath's pad and went to the left. It looks like me pitching to you. I'll pick on myself.
Absolutely.
That's me pitching to you right there.
Well, Tim Lesore, 5 innings of 6-hit, 3-run baseball. And 2 of the 3 runs earned.
Well, he's now behind 3-0, Jeff.
I would be a little concerned. I think if I'm D'Angelo, the manager, his mechanics have looked a lot different here.
Well, he delivers a strike, dead red there with the fastball. But yeah, again, he's if seemingly when the Royals have gotten runners on base again, he hasn't pitched too great from the stretch. As Solia fouls it out, it'll be a full count now.
And admittedly, the Royals say they would rather face a hard-throwing pitcher than not. They usually hit, the harder throwers in this league.
And he walks him. Yeah, very good eye there as that was outside. So that'll send Solia down to first base. So 1 on, no out. And now Kyle Redinger, the shortstop, who he has a home run on this field. Kyle Butterfly Redinger is his fan base. Let us know that he has a
third walk issued by Lesure.
And the first pitch, that bounces off of McGrath's leg, and Solia flies to second base. So now the tying run in scoring position. Jeff with no outs and a 1-0 count to Redinger.
Well, this Royals team has had countless opportunities of really tying this game, taking the lead. They have not had the clutch hit to push across at least the tying run. But he's sitting out there with nobody out at second base in Sloan Solia.
So, ball to Solia. Or to Redinger, pardon me, makes it 2-0. Solia on second base. And outfield playing Redinger pretty much straight away. And he delivers, does Lesore, and, fighting that off. Fouls it off for strike 1. But yeah, Jeff, as good as anything, when a team, again, is just hitting and getting on base, it seems like they're almost probably hitting like a beach ball up there, and they've gotten into that groove this tournament. Redinger going to the opposite field. It's hugging the line. It has a chance. Oh, but it's a foul ball. And, Jeff, you're talking about that win. I think that win may have pushed it just a teeny bit foul. Had a chance there, but just sliced away, and that'll even up the count at 2-2 to Redinger.
It is now 70 degrees in Las Vegas.
Oh. Yeah, the triple digits are coming in a week and a half, like you were looking at, Jeff, ahead. But you know what? We'll take it on Memorial Day, a 70-degree day.
The expected high today right around 72 or 3 degrees.
And the sword delivers, and Redinger, well, grounds it to short. Oh! It bounces off. Bejian took an in-between hop. It's going to go into shallow center field. And Solia will come around from second base to score. And we are all tied up at 4. Wow. And that was just one of those in-between hops because Bejian, you've talked about him. We sung his praises all game. The backhand played very solid at shortstop. And that just took an in-between hop, and it hit him, looks like in the chest, and just went to his left into shallow center field.
Well, the day is over for LeSueur, and, you know, we were talking about his mechanics there a little bit, and so they're going to bring in a new pitcher. And this is going to be number 4 for the Platoon. So
that's Bobby Martinez.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, he switched numbers. Because wasn't he 15 the other day?
He was 15 the other day. So Bobby Martinez.
Paying attention.
Who started game 1.
Yeah, started game 1, and again, didn't pitch bad. They were able to get runs throughout the innings. But here's the thing with Martinez, and we saw it in the first game, Jeff, is that the lefty, his off-speed stuff, just absolutely nasty. But he's just got that little pause, little hitch. See, right before he lets go, and when the runner's on first. Now, he does have a very good pickoff move with that, because he did hang some runners up taking bigger leads the other night, but he did get quite a few bases swiped on him. So, again, we know it'll be a lot of off-speed stuff. He might mix that fastball in, Will Martinez, but he again, when he got in that zone, it was tough, but it was Again, it was a 5-1 game, then all tied at 5, then 6-5, and then 6-6, and then ends up being 8-8 the final. So it's again, it's Martinez again, the infield around him as he takes his last few warm-up pitches.
Well, remember, he threw a lot of pitches in that first game.
Well, you were kind of chatting with Solia before the game too. As walked down by the dugout and saying, if they pitch him, maybe he has an inning in him, because they weren't going to start him obviously because of how deep he went, like you just said in their opening game. But he might have an inning in him, so we'll see what Martinez does as he's now facing Marcos Molina.
Marcos looking for his first hit, 6 of 14 in the tournament. Came into this game hitting .500, but he's 0 for 2.
Again, Molina and Chambers, 2 of the most patient batters I've seen on this team, being behind 0-2 and forcing quite a few full counts. So Martinez, will get set to deliver the first pitch and comes to the plate. Oh, and a beautiful bunt. Look at that, and he's going to beat it. Well, nope, he's not going to beat it out. Had a little, it was close though, Jeff. Just what a beautiful bunt to sacrifice. And so now we'll have the runner on second with 1 out.
So sacrifice bunt, but once again, you got to tip your cap to this catcher. And
McGrath,
Steve McGrath. And interesting, with nobody out, bunting that runner to second. You know, with Redinger, I'd say he's got the speed to steal a base. But they decide to put that guy in scoring position. So,
and the off speed there brings Matt Garcia to his knees. 0-1. Like I told you when we talked about this, when you see pitchers with great, curveballs and sliders, and I mean all these breaking pitches, it's so unfair to hitters when they can just paint the strike zone any way they want. And Martinez Did that the other day. Now he comes to the plate, and Garcia, well, waited again that time, but swings through it. Now behind in the count, 0-2.
Well, talking to Adam Barzak before the game, and we were talking about Bobby Martinez, and I think this team has a lot of respect for the left-hander. And Adam was just honest. You know, this is a guy that he can throw slower, and even slower, and it really messes with the timing of a good fastball hitting team like the Royals.
Martinez delivers. Oh, and you see Garcia just slam his bat down in frustration. So now 2 outs, a runner on second. And back to the top of the lineup, David Walker, his last time up, he said was the only time that he was not on base. He was retired as he flied out to left field. But the leadoff hitter, again, has been so instrumental in setting the tempo for this offense. As Martinez delivers, Redinger takes off. Oh, and the off-speed pitch as McGrath couldn't cleanly catch that, so the stolen base, well, there you go, Jeff. You talked about Redinger's speed, and he goes 90 feet to third base. So now the tying run just 90, or the go-ahead run, pardon me. They're tied at 4. See, they're already not liking me. I'm putting them behind again. What's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Now 4-4 the score as we are here in the bottom of the 6th. As David Walker, just reaches his bat out. This could drop. Everybody's coming on, and it does drop. Redinger will score. Walker gets the RBI, and the Denver Royals, take their first lead of the game. And look at that, the breaking pitch going away from him. He couldn't even really swing all the way through it, Jeff. He just kind of threw the bat at the ball, and it drops in the triangle there. It drops in the triangle of the second base, right field, and then the center fielder.
That's a
all
good
coming
point.
in.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a good piece of hitting. And now we got a meeting of the minds out on the pitcher's mound, and that is going to be it for Bobby Martinez. So let's take a break in the action. 5-4 is the score. We'll tell you about the new pitcher in just a moment. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
All right, Zach Mercer is going to be the new new pitcher here for the Platoon. Right-hander. He appeared in the first game, and he will inherit a runner at first base. And knowing David Walker, that's probably going to be a stolen base attempt coming up here with 2 out. And the Royals now have the lead.
Yeah, they are up 5-4. As again, we'll see what Mercer can do as Dom Rodriguez, third baseman, comes to the plate as Mercer delivers, and you're right, Walker takes off. Nice throw by McGrath through the first base side, and, well, that will end the inning. The caught stealing right there as McGrath again bounced it, but put it to the first base side as Bejian able to corral it and make the tag. So we will head to the top of the 7th inning, but the Denver Royals have their first lead over the Platoon, 5-4.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Back here for the top of the 7th inning, the NABA, the 2019 Las Vegas Memorial Day Tournament. The Denver Royals, the top seed, playing the 2nd seed of the Southern California Platoon. And the Royals with their first lead, 5-4. As they got down early, but alongside Jeff Lowry, Michael Caracino here, as Zeke Wood still going strong for the Denver Royals. As, again, he's struggled with a little bit of control, finding the strike zone early on. The defense struggled a little bit as well, but Zeke able to, again, start to reel it in. His offense came around. So 5-4. Is the score now, again, as we are in the top of the 7th inning.
Let's give a couple shout-outs here. Sally Barzak watching on the our YouTube channel. Ruby Molina. I don't know who Crazy Echo is. Austin Fisher, Juan Vasquez, Alejandro Vasquez watching. And Sylvia Jurado. Let's go Royals. So we got some of the big fans watching and listening on apmvideo.com.
Well, Jimmy Lloyd leading off for the Platoon. So 2 balls, no strikes to Lloyd. As again, Wood moving in a pretty fast, faster tempo now. And now he'll step off the rubber and again behind the count, 3-0. And there's strike 1.
Ricky Reeves is the new pitcher on the mound, Mike.
Oh, that is
a hard-throwing right-hander, so close the book out on Zeke Wood.
And that is lined into center. Ooh, Sean Smith coming up, but again, saw was going to drop, didn't want the ball to get behind him, so, well, Reeves was facing his first batter, gives up the single. Did see Reeves yesterday for an inning, looked pretty good, as now Bejian will step to the plate. Yeah, Jeff Bejian. Yep. Will step to the plate.
Mike, let's give the totals on Zeke Wood. Outstanding performance here after a slow start.
As that pitch is in for strike 1.
6 innings of 7-hit baseball. He struck out 8 and was really strong. And right now he's in line for the win. He gave up a total of 4 runs, 3 earned, and he walked 2, and both of those were in the first inning. So that gives you an indication of how dominant he really was after that first inning.
Yeah, he settled down. The defense, again, kind of settled in. Few, again, just odd plays we haven't seen from this defense. Again, fielding-wise, hasn't been the issue, but the ball kind of batting around. I know Walker tried to make that big catch in right field. And, again, sometimes they always said, like, if you're blessed with blessed having that speed, sometimes it can be a curse because you know you can make every play. And Walker, again, sliding in. Again, the ball didn't squirt too far past him. He was able to get to it. As that pitch is delivered to Bejian for a ball. But overall, after that, you're right. The defense kind of started to help him out, but Wood was painting the strike zone as that's fouled off for strike 2.
Got a lot of moving parts on this last play. Rodriguez was charging somewhat aggressively from third base. Infield at double play depth.
So Reeves delivers, and he reaches down and gets that into shallow left field, and that is going to drop as Molina comes on to take it. But now we have runners on first and second. So the tying run in scoring position. Go ahead, run on first, and that shall bring up Gio Mazzola for the platoon. And now Salia's going to go out and talk to Reeves, and the left side of the infield. Dom Rodriguez, Kyle Redinger are also going to come to the pitcher's mound on this meeting. Yeah, Salia getting everybody on the same page. So 1-2 the count. Oh, he's still going to square up to bunt, pulls back.
Ricky Reeves, we saw him last night. I think once he got loosened up a little bit out there and got used to the mound, he was throwing pretty well. He was throwing into a very strong wind. He can get it up into the mid to high 80s.
Oh, and that will be... Well, he fouled it off, but I thought if you fouled strike 2 off as a bunt, that's strike 3.
Now it's strike. It must be strike 2 now.
Yeah. Well, the umpire did. Well, okay. Unless he was signaling outside like the other umpire was doing last night, that's my mistake. We've had a few. And that's laid down beautifully with 2 strikes. Dole gets it, fires it over to Vasquez. So they take the out at first, but now we have runners at second and third with just 1 out, Jeff, and still trailing 5-4, so no chance for a double play.
That was a pretty exceptional play by the first baseman, and look at the distance that he had to travel to make that play.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, Dole charged in, and well, he took it right away, and Vasquez flew to first, but now that'll bring up Ryan Brockett, the center fielder, who flied out to left his last time. In the first pitch, he'll foul over the netting for strike 1. So Reeves really looking for a, again, love to get a strikeout here. You see the infield playing in to hold the runner at third if he does try to come in and tie it. Well, the pitch to Brockett. Oh, look at that. The off-speed catch in the outside corner. And now Reeves ahead in the count, 0-2. It's always so frustrating, Jeff, guys that can paint the outside corner like that, especially with that off-speed stuff that just freezes you. And now he comes back inside, and Brockett fighting that off. Still behind the count, 0-2, 1 out. Runners on second and third. The Royals with a 5-4 lead over the Platoon. So I'll do the 0-2 pitch again. And that is high for ball 1 to Brockett. Again, this game, well, it's the opposite of the other game. The Platoon had the lead for a good amount of time. Now the Royals get it back as that pitch is low and inside to even up the count at 2-2. The Royals get it back, and now the Platoon trying to see if they can take the lead.
Well, a tremendous play there by Sloan Solia behind home plate. He saves a run with runners at second and third.
So the 2-2 pitch from Reeves, the off speed. Ooh. Well, he was taken off. Nope, it was ball 3. I've done that before. Always got to try and, take a base if you can.
I think if you watch enough baseball, it happens.
My favorite it's not even that where a guy, I'm like, oh, the guy doesn't know the count of your batter. You're focused. But my favorite is when an outfielder catches a ball and it's only the second out and then they throw it over the fence to the fan.
Saw Larry Walker do that at Dodger Stadium one year.
And the 3-2 pitch into shallow left center field. Smith comes over. Oh, but it hits the ground and the tying run will score from third as Avina scores.
That was an outstanding attempt. In fact, I thought from our vantage point he came up with it, but apparently he trapped it. But a great effort out there in center field, left center field by Sean Smith, Smitty.
Well, D'Angelo now talking to the field umpire, and he came, well short. I don't know what was talked about there, but so runners on first and third. Now a 5-5 game with one out. Now they're going to appeal. And the umpire saying, nope, he's safe. So, and they had one of those against the Chata last night. You and I talking about a lot of obviously footprints over there.
Well, apparently he did catch the ball. He did catch the ball. So that's going to go as a sacrifice fly. And what a job by Sean Smith. And you got a runner at third. And now there's two outs. So how about that?
Have we seen everything crazy?
The
balk in the first game, which couldn't have been he didn't feel it was a balk. And as that pitch by Reeves, oh, wow, that's ball one.
That was a tremendous catch. Robinson, you ought to be awfully proud of your dad out there.
There's a strike.
Robinson is the son of Sean Smith, watching the game back in Phoenix.
So Reeves, again, trying to get the third out. Ooh, and that is fouled off by Adrian Rodriguez for strike two, making the count 1-2 with two outs. So I guess he did come up with that ball. Wow. And like you said, from our vantage point, Jeff, I'm with you. I thought he did catch it. And
I did too.
All of a sudden, when he came up throwing, I thought, oh, did it hit the ground? Because Marcos Molina was right there kind of blocking him. Oh, and delivering strike three right there. The fastball, just crushing it. Well, we'll head to the bottom of the seventh. Pardon me. Head to the bottom of the seventh. And we are all tied up at 5 between the Platoon and the Denver Royals.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Well, the NABA 2019 Las Vegas Memorial Day Championship game, the Platoon taking on the Denver Royals. And look at this here at the College of Southern Nevada, the beautiful scenery, Red Rock Country there is, again, the weather has been absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, the wind last night, teeny bit chilly, a few drops, but still very cool, very beautiful as we head to the bottom of the seventh inning. And leading off will be Dom Rodriguez for the Denver Royals. As he walked his last time up, and the first pitch there, he fouls back from Mercer. And is behind the count 0-1. But, man, Jeff, great shot there. Obviously, again, the beautiful weather. This is what you expect in like January, February, March, not at the end of May.
Absolutely. It's been great. There's some great state parks in this vicinity. Boy, good pitch that time.
Yeah, Mercer catches the inside corner with the breaking pitch, 0-2.
I was going to say Red Rock State Park over here, spectacular. And one of my all-time favorites, Valley of Fire.
Oh, it's Rodriguez just grounds to second. Oh, it's bobbled, and, well, he was pulling a Pedro Serrano. He was 3/4 of the way down the baseline with his bat and finally dropped it and gets the reaches. So, no outs as he grounded that to Avina. And Avina, again, in position, but took an in-between hop and, again, bounced off him, went to his right, and Rodriguez able to beat it out. So now that'll bring up Sean Smith. And, Jeff, you're right. Son Robinson probably thinking, hey, when's Dad going to hit another home run?
Well, right now would be a really good time. But he'll take a base hit.
So first pitch low and away as Mercer, again, just turned. He started to pitch, just turned that way. But a 5-5 score here in the bottom of the 7th inning, the home part of the 7th, as like Jeff had mentioned, the Royals, the #1 seed, the run differential. They had the 8-8 tie with the Platoon in the first game as that pitch is low for ball 2. And then beat the Toros 11-0. And then who did they play at Bonanza High School?
What's that?
Who did they play at Bonanza High School? And their third game, which they won. Oh, the Tigers. They played the Tigers.
Yep.
As that makes it 3-0 on that pitch. Yeah, I know. I was like, wait, I'll think of it now. Yeah, they were from the San Fernando Valley as well. The Tigers, and they were able to hold on and beat them. And then, obviously, last night, Jeff and I talking about the win, beat the Chata 5-3. So scoring runs hasn't been an issue for this team. So now the 3-0 pitch will be coming. Well, no, Mercer decides to go to first to try and pick off Dom Rodriguez, who, again, just dives back. And, again, they black uniforms with the blue numbers, white lettering, and, yeah, if you're going to win, we know superstition. They are not changing uniforms. Mercer again stepping off, firing over to first.
Well, you wonder just how aggressive Brian Underhill's going to be in terms of sending runners. We've had quite a few Royals caught stealing or being picked off.
I was just about to ask you that, Jeff. I'm like, yes. You're Brian Underhill right now. Are you sending Rodriguez?
I stay aggressive.
Well, he keeps. Ooh, that was close. Well, maybe Rodriguez was going there because it looks like he took an extra half a step lead.
But the amount of times that Royal players and base runners have been picked off,
right.
I mean, it's really startling because, I mean, this is generally you would consider a fundamentally sound team. And,
yep.
And what we've seen in this tournament, I'm sure Brian's pulling his hair out because of all the pickoffs.
Smith swings, and that's down the right field line. It's going to go into foul territory. It'll hang up. Ooh, and almost getting over was Adrian Rodriguez, but just a really long strike, so that'll make the count 3-1 strike.
Adrian kind of slowed down once he got to the line, and I think he catches that ball, or at least gets to that ball, if he doesn't slow down, those last couple of strides.
So the 3-1 pitch, Mercer checking Rodriguez over at first, still looking at him peripherally, now comes to the plate, and look at that, Smith rips it down. Oh, the left field line, but it is just foul. So that'll even up the count, or bring the count full, to 3-2. But that was the pitch he wanted. He was all over that, Jeff.
Well, that was a center cut pitch. And he knew exactly what to do with it, just lined it foul a couple of feet. I think the Royals need a little spark.
Smith going to try and deliver that. Mercer delivers, and Smith, frustrated, swings through that for strike 3. So 1 out now.
It's been a tough day for Sean. He's 0 for 4, and he has struck out twice. And now maybe the hottest hitter on the planet coming to the plate, Matt Young.
Yep, absolutely. And that's very, again, somebody's bat cooling down is a little bit of a shock to see, and how Smith has been throughout the tournament. But yeah, Matt Young now coming up, the designated hitter. He singled his last time up.
I mean, this guy gets on base. He doesn't even have to get a hit. That's how hot he is. Reached on an error.
Yep. And he has no problem going the opposite way. But Mercer, look at that, dropping that pitch in for strike 1. 0-1 the count. But yeah, I really like Young's approach.
Absolutely.
At the plate. I mean, again, a lot of them, Chambers too, they have no problem going with the pitch, taking it to the opposite field. So we'll see if Mercer tries to run away from him as he steps off the mound, sending Dom Rodriguez back to first base.
Well, they've had success hit and running with Matt Young at the plate,
Yep.
and I wouldn't doubt that Brian's going to do it here. There he goes.
Mercer delivers. Yep, Rodriguez takes off. Ooh. Well, he's saying he went around. Couldn't check his swing, but runner gets to second. But that does make it 0-2 now to Young. So we'll see if maybe shorten up the swing a little bit, protect the plate. See if he can just drive the pitch opposite field, wherever it is, just punch the ball out there.
I think Mercer's got some wicked breaking pitch, off-speed pitches.
And, well, delivers out one low and away, so that'll make it 1-2 now.
That's a good eye right there by Matt Young. 9 for 16.
Wow. Well, that is a very, very huge tournament. And looking to see if he can drive in the go-ahead run. As Mercer delivers, Young goes to second base. Avina comes up with it and gets it over to Lloyd. But headed over to third will be Rodriguez. So with 2 outs now, Jeff, the tying run is just 90 feet away. As coming up will be, well, again, another patient hitter. Guy's been on base a lot. Chris Chambers. And you see Ryan Brockett in center field just kind of shading Chambers over towards left center. Playing him straight away in right. And Gio Mazzola in left field, a few steps closer to center field. Oh, and he wants to go the opposite way as takes a ball there. But with 2 outs, again, the go-ahead run 90 feet away here in the home half of the 7th inning. And that pitch, well, great eye there. Man, I don't know if I could have laid off that one, Jeff. As when that first left, it looked like it was going to be at the knees in the middle of the plate, and then it just dropped. And McGrath comes up with another nice stop, picking that up right before it hits the dirt. And there's a strike.
Mike, we want to say hello to Sal D'Angelo's dad. He's watching on YouTube.
How's it going, Mr. D'Angelo? Your son's had a heck of a double duty managing, but defensively at third base, he's been a bear. Oh, and look at that going into. He pulled this one, just getting past Avina at second base. And who else drives in the go-ahead run, Jeff, on that hit? Chris Chambers. So makes it 6-5.
And give some credit to Matt Young. I know he didn't get a base hit his last time up, but his ground ball to the right side at minimal moved the runner up to third base.
So Sloan Salia, well, grounds to short. Very eager. The first pitch there, they take the force at second base. But they do get one run, Jeff, and they take the lead as they are up 6-5. We'll come back with the top of the 8th. Jeff will have the action for you as we're coming to you here from the College of Southern Nevada. The Royals, the Denver Royals, leading the Platoon 6-5 here in the championship game.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Delicious. Gosh. All right, Jeff Lowry back here from the ballpark as we head now to the 8th inning. And a great job, clutch hitting by Chris Chambers. The go-ahead run scoring, Dom Rodriguez. And the score now 6-5 in favor of the Denver Royals. And now, hopefully for them, 6 outs away from capturing what will be, if they do it, their 10th championship.
Oh, going for the double digits.
This team hasn't, I don't think this team's been around all that many years. Tim LeSueur will start things off. He was a starting pitcher. I thought he pitched a good game. Kind of started to run out of gas in that 6th inning. Pitched 5+ innings. Navina and D'Angelo to follow. And that's Luke foul and out of play. Tim went 5, faced 2 in the 6th, 6 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned. Mercer right now is in line for the loss, and Reeves would be in line, who is now in his 2nd inning of work, for the win. Reeves gave up the lead, you remember, in the top of the 7th inning. It's the Platoon, the #2 seed, 3-0-1 by way of record. Same record for the Royals, who are in the field right now. They are the #1 seed because of the run differential. I'll tell you, Ricky struggled a little bit in that 1st inning. He was met with back-to-back leadoff singles by Lloyd and Bezian. Sac fly by Brockett. Chopping ball, and Vasquez has got it. He gobbles it up and throws over to first base to Dole, 1 down.
Well,
Now the batter's going to be Chad Avina.
Say the one thing the Royals have done, Jeff, is they've closed games out well. You're saying maybe 6 outs away, but as it's gotten late in the game, I mean, the pitching, the defense, no matter who's been out there, they've been able to close games out well.
Well, they're hoping that Ricky Reeves can get the job done, and it might require 3 innings. I haven't seen anyone warming up down there in that bullpen. In the air to left field, Molina, a long run, and it held up for him, and he makes the catch, 2 down. So the first 2 retired by Mr. Ricky Reeves.
And, well, he could possibly go 3 innings, like you said, Jeff, if, no 2 outs, but you get the 3rd out and keep the pitch count down. Again, he's looking like he's getting into a groove, but he did, to your point, though, get a really good warm-up.
First pitch to Sal D'Angelo, the manager of the Platoon, is inside ball 1. All he's done is got on base every time he's been to the plate. He's 3 for 4. He reached on an error back in the 6th inning. 2 balls and no strikes. And now 3 balls and no strikes. And this is a situation you were talking about, you know, can guys 30, 40 years old play in an 18 and over? Yes, you can. It's just the 18 and over, or the 18-year-olds can't play in a higher age group. So, boy, I'll tell you, he scorched that one down the line. Foul ball.
Well, Walker sprinting over, trying to guide it foul if he couldn't get there, and it was just foul.
No, 3-2. Reeves looks in for the sign. He kicks, he deals. That's out of play. Full count on Sal D'Angelo. You got Steve McGrath on deck. Ricky Reeves in his second inning of work. And D'Angelo again, and down the line, and that one is out of play. Boy, he battles up there. This is a great battle. You got one of the harder throwers that we've seen in this tournament in Ricky Reeves. You got one of the premier players in this tournament at the plate in Sal D'Angelo. 3-2 pitch again. And he left it low and away, ball 4. A 2-out walk.
Well, Jeff, with D'Angelo there, again, it's almost like as Reeves was battling, but almost the intentional walk. Like you said, he's been on base every time that he's been up. Again, didn't really maybe want to give him a big momentum hit, didn't give him too much to hit. The few times D'Angelo did make contact, he just sent it foul down the right field line. So now we'll take his chances with McGrath.
Comes right at him. McGrath has struck out 3 times. He's reached on an error. You know, I think strategy-wise, I think you're absolutely right. I think the reason D'Angelo's at first base because he fought off some hard pitches. Here's a drive out in the center. There's Smith. He will make the Willie Mays-esque basket catch. And we're heading to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Royals lead at 6-5. Championship game, winner take all. This is the National Adult Baseball Association.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today. Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
All right, we're getting set to go here. Bottom half of the 8th inning, 6-5 Royals. Led for a big chunk of this game, but they got some timely hitting. And now we've got a new pitcher on the mound. This will be the 4th pitcher employed by Sal D'Angelo in this game. Number 33 is the Southpawer, and we're going to give you his name here momentarily. Pretty good throwing left-hander. Oh, it's going to be Ryan Brockett. So Ryan Brockett will be the new pitcher here for the Platoon. You're probably wondering, why are they the Platoon? They look like the Pittsburgh Pirates. I think it's all about the letter P.
It's a very phenomenal point by you.
Yeah.
Very, very spot on point.
Thank you.
Didn't they had the weren't their uniforms the other day? They had the camouflage ones though.
They did.
Yeah. See, they had the camo ones, so I think I kind of thought the first thing I thought was the movie Platoon, but yes, the Pittsburgh P was on those uniforms too.
Mm-hmm. On their hats.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, bottom half of the 8th inning. Kyle Redinger will start it off. He had a sacrifice fly his first time up. Since then, he has grounded to short, reached on an error, and scored. So he's produced a couple of runs here today. 6-5, Royals on top, trying to win their 10th tournament championship. They've won a couple of national championships. Today they're running into a buzzsaw here with the Platoon. These two teams have played about as even as you could get. Redinger with a drive into deep right, and Rodriguez has it out number 1. Well, if you're wondering, the Platoon in the 9th inning will have Jimmy Lloyd, Jeff Bezian, and Gio Mazzola. Now Molina. Marcos takes the first pitch, ball 1. He's grounded to short 2 times, has a sacrifice bunt, 0 for 2. Brockett with a good pitch. Called strike, 1-1. Molina now 6 for 14. That's a .400 batting average. He takes low. Good eye. 2-1. Starting left fielder. The Royals have committed 3 errors in this game. And their base running ability has also been questionable here today.
Yeah, the one that was the toughest, I think, Jeff, was David Walker on the strikeout, just wandering off third and not going back to the bag on the strikeout.
Well, and I think when you got a guy, I hope we get the $20 from McGrath after the game. So we've talked about him so much. He promised us. But, he is such a all-around outstanding catcher.
Yep.
Now, he doesn't have Johnny Bench's arm, but at the same time, we've seen him throw guys out from his knees. He's one-hopping them down there. He finds a way to get the job done.
Yeah, and he's called a solid game behind the plate. I mean, even on that bunt that was beautifully laid down by, Dom Rodriguez, and he just throws him out, and I thought Rodriguez had the speed to definitely beat that out.
That's a shot up the middle, base hit time for the Royals.
Right off the pitcher's mound, Jeff, and Brockett had to lift up his leg, and it went right under it again. Didn't really have a chance to field it, had to get out of the way, and hits the mound and goes into center field. And, well, I'd like to see if you can get an insurance run or two here in the bottom of the 8th to make it a little tougher in the top of the 9th for the Platoon.
All right, now Matt Garcia. And a high chopper behind the pitcher's mound, fielded by the second baseman, and he won't have a play, and all hands are safe. That's an infield hit for Garcia.
Jeff, I remember in high school, going into high school, I had a teammate that honestly would practice that. He would swing down on the ball so hard with those high choppers, and it just frustrated the infield like you couldn't imagine, because there's nothing you can do. You have to wait for that ball to come down, and you know that by the time it comes down, they're going to be, and you make the throw, there's no way they're not beating it out.
That's called the Baltimore chop.
Nice.
Did you know that?
I did not know that. I just called it frustrating and annoying when I had to try and field it.
So you got runners at first and second with 1 out. And here's a shot out into left field, a base hit. Here comes the runner around third. He's going to score easily, and the Royals have an insurance run thanks to, well, coming off the bench again, Guy Vasquez with an RBI hit. And a shout out to the Vasquez fan club watching and listening on YouTube. He's come off the bench, I think it's 3 times he's had a base hit coming off the bench.
Yeah, because you can add that after, I think the 5th inning, you can add that 11th hitter that coach was telling me about. So, but you talk about, again, not having an at-bat all game, coming in this late and delivering.
Well, this is Nolan Snell. And the runners are going, and the throwdown is not in time. A double steal by the Royals. Nolan, an outstanding game against the Tigers over at Bonanza High School.
Your favorite. Well, I'll take that back. Our favorite.
I think this field's my favorite.
Oh, well, absolutely. This is a beautiful field. I just meant for the name of the school.
Oh, yeah. Still haven't seen Little Joe.
I was going to ask you if you found him last night.
No. Second and third, a run in. Royals here in the bottom of the 8th lead at 7-5. In this winner-take-all championship game, Memorial Day weekend tournament, National Adult Baseball Association. Snell, who was really tremendous in that game against the Tigers. He went the distance.
Yeah. Brian Underhill didn't have to use another pitcher and anyone in the bullpen, and that's always, again, you don't want to crush his arm, but if he said he was feeling good, could keep going, and the way he was in control worked out quite well for the Denver Royals.
The Royals got 2 complete games through the first, well, they're not going to get a complete game here today, but that's ball 4. That's a good at bat right there. So Snell heads down to first base, and now I'll tell you what, if you're the Royals, you got a chance to open things up right now. So Mike Dole will bat. First time up for Mike.
Well, bases loaded, Jeff, and only the 1 out.
Ball 1. I think the Platoon was feeling awfully good about life when you go back to the 3rd inning. And the Royals have just kind of pecked away at this Platoon team. I mean, it hasn't been all fireworks.
Said it's complete opposite of the first game. They had the lead, the Platoon pecked away, and now the Platoon had the lead, and now the Royals peck away.
Mike's played an outstanding tournament defensively. We've mentioned that several times. That's a strike call. Mike thought it was a little too high. 2 strikes on him.
I might tend to agree with him on that one.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded. A 2-run Royals lead with 1 run in here in the bottom of the 8th, and he struck him out swinging. Out number 2. A good pitch by Ryan Brockett. And now I guess essentially the backup catcher, Croft, coming up for the first time. He caught game 2. He caught game 3. Gave Sloan Celia a little bit of a break. And did a nice job, too, defensively. He's got a good arm. And Croft is 3 for 5. He scored a couple of runs. So
I was going to say, Teddy Croft, defensively, you said backup catcher filling in, been solid behind the plate and delivered when he's been batting at the plate.
Popped him up out of play, and he's down. No balls and 2 strikes. I think the Royals need another run or 2 here.
Well, they're up by 2, and again, the more insurance you can get, you'll take it. Bases loaded, though, with 2 outs. Croft, again, just looking to make some contact, put the ball in any gap.
2-strike pitch. And a ground ball, base hit, and he comes through. 1 run is in. 2 runs are going to score, and the Royals lead it by 4. 2-run single by Croft. And what a clutch hit, Mike Caratenuto.
Well, I said he wanted to find a gap, and he did, right between third and short. And he sprinkles into left field. 2 runs come in, and we have runners on first and second. And Croft, again, coming in this late in the game. Like you said, having caught, again, he's warmed up into a flow, but, man, couldn't have come up more clutch, and now they extend their lead to 4.
9-5 is the score here in the bottom of the 8th inning. I think that's a huge hit. So now we go back to the top of the order, and what a day for David Walker at the plate. He is 3 for 4. He is 11 of 19 for the tournament. And the ball gets away, and now runners will be at second and third.
Well, and I talked about setting the tempo, but, 11 for 19, Jeff, and you look at a guy that, again, is at the top of the lineup that does that. Managers always talk about, again, just to get that guy on, set the tempo, put a little, maybe put a little doubt in the pitcher's mind. But Walker has been the epitome of a leadoff hitter.
Well, he's got 2 on the pond out there. And he's got a chance maybe put this game out of reach for the Platoon. It's been a close game the whole way. High fly ball into right field. Rodriguez is under it. He calls for it. Cannot make the play, and 2 runs are going to score. And Walker goes to second. That's going to be a 2-run double. It's 11-5 in favor of the Denver Royals, and they're looking awfully good.
Well, Rodriguez with a chance to end the inning. Again, scoring 4 runs. In the top of the 9th may have been tough, but now to have to score 6 runs just to force him to bat in the bottom of the 9th, Jeff, you're right. 2 out, clutch hitting, and again, another high fly ball in the clear skies. And again, Rodriguez in position, but just losing it in the sun in the last second there.
Well, David Walker, by and far the top slugger on this team. He leads the team in total bases and extra base hits. He's had a couple of triples. Ground ball shortstop, Jeff charges. He's up with it, and that will do it here in the inning. But what a very, very productive inning for the Denver Royals. They score 5 times, and now 3 outs away from capturing a championship. They lead it 11-5 in the 2019 NABA Memorial Day Weekend Tournament. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to BridgewaterHomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Well, Brian Underwood's Denver Royals 3 outs away from capturing a championship. They had trailed quite a bit of this game. In fact, it wasn't until the bottom of the 6th inning when they scored twice and took their first lead of the game. We were tied at 5 at the end of 6.5, but the Royals have reeled off 6 unanswered runs and now lead at 11-5. Ricky Reeves is in his 3rd inning of work as we are coming to you from the former home of Major League standout player Bryce Harper, College of Southern Nevada. And Reeves in his 3rd inning of work, first pitch, ball 1. It'll be Lloyd. And then the shortstop, Bezian and Mazzola. So Reeves has some breathing room here. Now, the one thing you don't want to see is a lack of intensity because you've got a 6-run lead. Chop foul, a couple of strikes on Lloyd. Jimmy, the first baseman, he walked in a run back in the 1st, flied to center, struck out, singled, and scored in the 7th. Reeves pitching. Full count. Top of the 9th inning. Platoon at the plate, trailing by 6 in this winner-take-all championship game. Ball 4. And that's the last thing that Brian Underhill wanted to see. Chad Avina will be the courtesy runner at first base. And now the batter is Bezian, the shortstop, and he'll take a fastball strike. Good velocity that time. No balls and 1 strike. Runner at first, nobody out. A 6-run Royals lead here in this championship game, and that was a perfect pitch. 0-2 is the count.
Well, Reeves again.
Ground ball, shortstop. They got to get the lead runner. And the ball was dropped by Vasquez, but that was on the transfer. And so the runner is going to be ruled out at second base. And there's one down here in the 9th.
Well, and Jeff, you made a great point. Start the inning. I mean, you don't want to get too laxed, obviously, with a 6-run lead. But for Reeves, again, I think it's always nice for a pitcher when you have a little bit of that cushion. You can still attack batters. And they get the lead runner there, so they are 2 outs away now from wrapping up this tournament championship.
High fly ball out in the center field, and Smith comes on, makes the catch. He'll throw it back to first, but not in time. And now the Royals are down to 1 out away from that championship you just talked about.
Well, look how shallow Smith was playing on that at-bat there, and he still had to charge in more. And again, just knowing your opponent and trusting your speed. Again, if he has to go back, we've seen him trek back, Sean Smith, and make some solid plays, Jeff. But, man, he was really shallow on that one.
So it all comes down to Ryan Brockett. Started the game in center field, got roughed up on the mound when he went into the game in the bottom of the 8th inning. He has singled. He's 1 for 3 with a sac fly. And he's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. You got a runner at first base. Platoon batting here in the top of the 9th inning in this championship game, trailing by 6. A strike called on the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Reeves working quickly, trying to wrap up a tournament championship for Brian Underhill's Denver Royals. And that's high, 3-1. He may want to just slow down his pace just a hair.
Just about to say that, Jeff. I like his tempo, but take a deep breath.
And a high fly ball, shallow right field. The second baseman, Vasquez, has it. And the 2019 Memorial Day Tournament Championship belongs to the Denver Royals. What an impressive second half of this game. They reel off 6 unanswered runs, and they win it by a final score of 11-5. And for their second consecutive tournament, The Denver Royals reign supreme. Congratulations, Ricky Reeves, the winning pitcher in this game. The loser will go to Zach Mercer. And the official time of the game is 3 hours. Let's check that. 3 hours and 13 minutes. 11-5 is the final score. Let's take a timeout. This is APN Sports. Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.
Serving the Grand Canyon State and the Great Southwest, APNvideo.com is rated #1 in sports videography. Call today.
Exciting Denver Royals baseball is being brought to you by Bridgewater Homes, named the 2017 Builder of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Northern Colorado. Go to bridgewaterhomes.com. Denver Royals baseball is also brought to you by Colorado Concrete Pumping, residential and commercial concrete pumping services. For more, go to their website at pumptruckingservices.com. The Denver Royals are also proud to give back to their community by sponsoring their youth baseball team. To support Denver Royals baseball, go to denverroyals.com.